All right, hello. Welcome to Santol. It is July 9th. We are going to continue with our reading from The Art of War and the Daily Stoic. We've got a couple different interpretations of the Art of War, but today's reading is if you march 50 li in order to outmaneuver the enemy, you will lose the leader of your first division, and only half your force will reach the goal. So, kind of following up on yesterday's talk of not burning out. If you're trying to outmaneuver the enemy, just be careful. If you're trying to gain an advantage, watch your expenditures. Let's turn over to Mr. Holiday in the Daily Stoic. July 9th is entitled The Philosopher King. For I believe a good king is from the outset and by necessity a philosopher, and the philosopher is from the outset a kingly person. Musonius Rufus from Lectures 8.33.332 through 34. The Israeli general Herzai Halevi believes that philosophy is essential in his role as a leader and a warrior. People used to tell me that business administration is for the practical life and philosophy is for the spirit, he said. Through the years, I found it is exactly the opposite. I used philosophy much more practically. War and leadership offer an unending series of ethical decisions that require priorities, balance, and clarity. That's what philosophy helps with. Plato knew Plato knew this when he imagined a utopia ruled by a philosopher king. Either philosophers should become kings, he said in the Republic, or those now called kings should truly and sufficiently undertake philosophy. Marcus Aurelius was quite literally the philosopher king. That philosopher king. What does that have to do with you? There are fewer kings these days, but we're all leaders in one way or another, of families, of companies, of a team, of an audience, of a group of friends, of ourselves. It's the study of philosophy that cultivates our reasons and ethics so that we can do our job well. We can't just wing it. Too many people are counting on us to do it right. I think this is really a perfect tie into the Sun Tzu teaching about maneuvering. So it's our duty not only to ourselves or our company, but to our families, um, so that we don't wing it, so that we plan, so that we don't sacrifice half of our army trying to outmaneuver the enemy to gain an advantage. And I think this also touches on other important aspects of what we're doing when he says war and leadership offer an unending series of ethical decisions that require priorities, balance, and clarity. That's what philosophy helps with. So we're reading The Art of War. We're talking about war and leadership, and we know that life is a form of war, business is a form of war. When we draw out the metaphor, in a sense, it's just a little bit less bloody and a little bit more numbers heavy. And hopefully everybody wins. Blue ocean strategy. It doesn't have to be a war like that. But on a grander level between geopolitical forces, then that's a different take. So, but we're focused on the here and now about maneuvering and duty, and it's clear that just trying to put these two things together speaks to us in the sense of don't overexert yourself. Make sure that you have a plan. Don't wing it. Too many people are counting on us to get it done right. So, as we move through July, as we continue our journey, let's make sure that we're not getting burned out, that we're staying focused on what our mission is, what our goal is, and that for those of us doing multiple companies and multiple things, that we find a clear path along the way. So, thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Stand tall.